Regard, baby. Let's go.
Alycia The Bomb Baumgardner.
And look at Alycia. She's going for the gusto right here in round 3.
The perfect combo of beauty and beast.
Very impressive. Bang to the body and to the head. This is about all she wrote. Game over. It is.
She fights like a summer storm, fast, fierce, and unpredictable.
Head movement while just throwing the right hand.
Making even champions like Terri Harper
At the end of his contest, but she walks onto her right hand and she stands virtually stopped.
and Mikaela fall silent. The undisputed world champion from Detroit who proved that beauty can be a weapon, and doubt.
From Baumgardner, there's another left hook, right hand, left hook, back her up.
The fuel that drives you forward. Alycia belongs to Fremont, Ohio, the kind of place that hands you chores and a last slice of humble pie someone already ate. But that's where Alycia Baumgardner learned two things that never miss. Work shows and pressure reveals. She was the kid who didn't wait for doors to open, she shouldered them. Her family didn't treat boxing like a novelty, it was the family language. Father, grandfather, every story circled a ring. Discipline wasn't a poster, it was breakfast. And while her mother carried a mosaic of German, Japanese, and Korean heritage, and her father's roots ran African-American strong, the blend didn't make her confused. It made her balanced. Grace in the face, steel in the soul. At 8 years old, she walked into a Detroit gym that smelled like sweat and hard lessons. The only girl in a room full of boys, but she didn't flinch. Years later, the map would redraw itself, Detroit becoming home. Factories and fight gyms hum the same song. Make it, don't fake it. In a city that sharpened champions, Alycia found the tempo she'd been hearing since Fremont. Jab like a metronome. Legs like jump ropes, never stop. And pride you can't buy at any store.
Oh, and look at Alycia. She's going for the gusto right here in round 3.
That's that brawler.
People saw the smile first, and that was fine. Beauty isn't camouflage when you own it, it's stage lighting. She understood the line between the woman and the weapon, a storm that studies you before it breaks.
And with the right hand over the top, and Harper is hurt. And the follow-up attack from the American.
If you want the blueprint, it's simple. Faith, family, and footwork. Then punch selection like a multiple choice test you already studied for. She learned to love the quiet grind. Road work at dawn, mitts in the afternoon, film at night. Not because someone posted it, but because repetition turns talent into truth. In every small hall and empty seat undercard, the same thesis kept forming.
From Baumgardner, there's another left hook, right hand, left hook, back her up. Oh!
Pressure isn't something that happens to Alycia Baumgardner. It's something she applies. A cutie who learned to be the storm. And storms once named don't apologize. The storm she'd been building was still unseen, but soon it wouldn't be. The first thunderclap was coming. When Alycia finally turned pro in 2017, she didn't tiptoe into the spotlight. She kicked the door clean off its hinges. 4 fights in 1 year, and not one of them made it past the first round. That first right hand against Alycia The Bomb wasn't just a punch, it was a warning. The bell rang, and within seconds, Tabron was on the canvas, staring up at the lights, wondering what just hit her. Alycia later said in the interview, she thought Tabron would get back up and they'd keep fighting.
I threw a few jabs just to set it up and, just let the right hand go. And it landed, obviously, and I was hoping she would get back up so we can continue fighting.
But deep down, she already knew the truth. When the bomb lands clean, it changes the whole equation. That one jab told the world what Detroit already knew. She didn't need time to warm up. Fighters talk about control under pressure. Alycia was the pressure. Every fight after that looked like a highlight reel stuck on repeat.
At the end of his contest, but she walks onto her right hand and she stands virtually stopped.
Wendy Toney, gone in 63 seconds. Brittany Artis, out before anyone in the crowd found their seat. She wasn't walking opponents down, she was erasing them. But under all that flash was a deeper message. Alycia wasn't chasing knockouts for ego. She was testing her own ceiling. Could she end a fight faster? The boxing world started to notice. Reporters called her the beauty with bite. Coaches called her the problem. But behind the gloves, there was still that quiet girl from Fremont who used to train alone while the gym lights flickered out. The same girl who'd been told boxing wasn't for her. Now those same voices were tuning in, rewinding her fights, trying to understand how someone that light could hit that heavy. Her rise wasn't luck, it was lineage, and the unteachable hunger to prove herself. And just as quickly as she arrived, the whispers began. Can she handle someone who won't fall? The answer would come soon. 8 rounds, 1 veteran, and a lesson in endurance that would test both her lungs and her will. After those early blitzes, Alycia knew raw power wasn't enough. Anyone can knock someone out. Real greatness is what you do when the knockout doesn't come. That test arrived on a cold February night in 2018, when she faced the veteran Nidia the Phenomenal Feliciano, a fighter with more years in the game than Alycia had birthdays in the pros. This was no quick finish. 8 rounds of grit, patience, and proof. From the opening bell, Alycia took command.
Not only are they 4 first-round knockouts, 4 knockouts, they're 4 first-round knockouts. And
Sharp jabs, fast combinations, constant motion. But Feliciano was seasoned. She didn't panic under fire. She rolled, absorbed, and kept coming. The fight turned into a showcase of control rather than chaos.
Jab, and she hooks off the jab. God, like that nice uppercut. Body shots from Baumgardner.
Alicia's right hand found the mark over and over, her body shots digging deep.
Oh, the hard uppercut.
Right uppercut.
Go now! And a left hook.
When the final bell rang, there was no doubt who ruled the ring.
Good fight.
That was a real good fight.
The judges' cards read wide. Her first decision win. For most, that would have been a relief. For Alycia, it was fuel.
The right on the inside from Baumgardner. 3 more shots. Hard body shot and another left to the body and a right.
If she could dominate for 8 rounds straight, imagine what she could do with 10. But boxing's beauty is that it humbles everyone eventually. And her lesson came faster than expected. Just months later, she met Christina Leonardatu, a Greek warrior with a relentless engine and a face carved from resolve. Leonardatu wasn't interested in dancing or dodging. She marched forward, cutting the ring, forcing Alycia into close quarters. Every second became a grind. Alycia threw sharp counters, but Leonardatu's pressure never faded. It wasn't a beating, it was a tug of war. When the final bell sounded, the scorecard split, and so did Alicia's record, her first loss. For a moment it stung, the perfection cracked, but in that silence, something permanent took root. That night didn't break her confidence, it gave her clarity. She learned that being the bomb wasn't about detonating early. It was about surviving the smoke, outlasting the blast, and walking out calm while everyone else trembled. Losses can bury a career or build one. Alycia chose the second option. After Leonardatu, she didn't sulk or vanish. She went back to the grind, same gym and with same hunger, only sharper now. Every mile of road work whispered the same promise. I'll be back for her. And when she returned, she didn't tiptoe in. Her comeback started with fire. A storm condensed into 1 round and an opponent who never saw it coming. By 2019, she'd rebuilt herself from the inside out. Gone was the rookie chasing approval. In her place stood a fighter with a plan. Her comeback started in Philadelphia against Gabriela Mazet. The fight lasted just over a minute. Alicia's right hand landed like punctuation, ending the sentence before it could even form. A few months later, she boxed 6 controlled rounds against Annette Pabello.
Baumgardner goes in for the body shot.
Proving she could win not just with power, but patience.
Pabello dancing around on the ropes.
It was the calm before her next eruption. December 14th, 2019, Zembo Shrine Building, Harrisburg. Her opponent, Cristina Del Valle Pacheco. The bell rang and the fight ended before anyone in the crowd had time to settle. Alycia exploded forward, each shot landed with intent, and Pacheco folded under the pressure.
There's the body. Stabbing to the body. There it is. There's a knockdown.
People began to see the transformation. What looked like a comeback from the outside was really a rebirth. She had found her rhythm again, but this time, it wasn't borrowed from anyone.
Very impressive. Bang to the body and to the head. This is about all she wrote. Game over. There it is.
It was her own. A rhythm that said, watch me earn everything twice. By 2020, she had built enough momentum to chase bigger names, bigger nights. What she needed next was the stage, a chance to show the world that Detroit had just forged its next world champion. That chance came soon enough. A title fight overseas in one moment of perfect timing that would change her life forever. By late 2021, one call changed everything. A world title shot against Britain's darling, Terri Harper, in Sheffield, England. Harper held the WBC and IBO belts. The crowd adored her, and the British press treated Alycia like a visitor passing through. But visitors don't bring storms, they bring warnings. Round one began like a chess game. Harper tried to find rhythm with her jab, controlling distance.
Super featherweight title for...
Alycia circled, and the first right hand landed quickly. The commentators called it sharp, and Harper blinked like she'd seen something she didn't expect. By round two, Alicia's rhythm clicked. She stopped reacting and started dictating.
She became world champion in the first place. Solid shots again from...
The right hand followed with perfect form, popping Harper's head back. Harper fired back, trying to reassert control, but every time she stepped in, Alycia met her with speed and venom. Then came the round that flipped the script. Harper came forward trying to close the distance. And with that, Alycia detonated a perfect right hand.
Harper at the end of his contest, but she walks onto her right hand.
It landed flush, cutting through the air like lightning through a quiet sky. Harper froze mid-step, her whole body locked upright. Alycia raised her left hand, ready to finish it, but the referee dove in like a hero, stopping what could have been something far worse.
Onto her right hand, and she stands virtually stock still in the center of the mat.
In that single moment, Alycia Baumgardner went from "Who's that girl?" to "The Bomb." The WBC later named it Female Knockout of the Year, and Matchroom Boxing signed her soon after. Overnight, her life shifted. From small gyms and modest purses to international arenas and cameras that followed every word. And so, the Queen began her reign, starting with a veteran from Argentina, a fight that would show not her power, but her precision. Champions are measured by what they do after the roar fades. For Alycia, that test came next, her first title defense against the seasoned Argentine, Edith Soledad Mathisi. 41 years old, once a world champion, Mathisi wasn't there for a payday. She came for respect. But Alycia wasn't in Manchester to share it. When the fight began, it wasn't chaos. It was control. Alycia moved like she was skating across the canvas, weight perfectly balanced, jabs snapping like a ruler against paper. Mathisi pushed forward behind her left hand.
No, Chris. I mean, talk about ways of winning a world title. The way that...
But every time she stepped in, Alicia's right hand met her halfway. 3 rounds in, it was clear. This wasn't going to be a brawl. It was going to be a masterclass. She boxed off both stances, switching angles mid-combination.
We're seeing now.
So yeah,
Gives her a chance against anyone, yeah.
She's throwing a lot more.
Making the older fighter chase shadows. 10 rounds, the scorecards were identical, 100-90 across the board. A perfect shutout.
100-90 for your winner by unanimous decision.
Alycia didn't need a knockout to prove she was dangerous. She'd just shown the world she could dismantle a veteran without breaking sweat. But her real storm was waiting across the Atlantic. In October 2022, the boxing world turned its eyes to London for a card unlike any before. An all-women's event headlined by Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. Beneath that main event brewed a rivalry that had been simmering for months. Alycia Baumgardner versus Mikaela Mayer. Both are American champions, but the fight had only one crown. The trash talk was electric. Press conferences turned into verbal firefights. Alycia promised to break her nose.
I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna break your nose.
You better beat me up, Rose.
Girl, I am. Trust.
Mayer called her a loudmouth who couldn't back it up. By fight week, it wasn't just about belts. It was personal. Then came fight night at the O2 Arena. The lights dropped, pyrotechnics flared, and Alycia walked out like a gladiator in gold. Every step oozed confidence. She didn't just enter the ring, she owned it. Round 1 opened tight and tactical. Mayer pumped her jab, trying to control distance.
Alycia Baumgardner, they clash. We've had the spice and their styles.
While Alycia tested range, feinting and countering with short rights. A close start. In round 2, Alycia began closing the gap. She slipped under Mayer's jab and landed clean counter shots. Commentators noticed Mayer had walked into her rhythm.
Mayer can be drawn in, we've seen that before.
By rounds 3 to 6, Mayer found her footing. She controlled the pace, pushed Alycia back with a steady jab, and threw combinations in volume. Alycia stayed calm, but Mayer's output began stacking up. Then came round 7, the turning point. Alycia landed a right hook that sliced open Mayer's eyebrow. Blood ran down her face and Alycia pressed forward.
Wanted in the build-up, now in the ring.
The exchanges grew sharper, every second tighter. Mayer outworked her in spurts, but Alicia's punches did the damage. The final bell echoed through a storm of cheers and tension. Split decision. 2 judges scored it 96-95 for Alycia, 1 for Mayer.
96-95, declaring your winner by split decision.
When her name was called, she lifted her arms high, jumping, and celebrated. That night, she unified the WBC, WBO, and IBF titles. But more than that, she unified 2 sides of herself, the power and the patience, the beauty and the brutality. She wasn't just a champion anymore. She was the face of women's boxing. After this, when Mayer called for a rematch, Alycia brushed it off with one line: "I've got bigger things to do." Just months after London, the noise around Alycia Baumgardner reached fever pitch. She'd unified 3 belts, silenced doubters, and set the stage for something only a few fighters ever touch: undisputed status. The WBA belt was still missing, held by South Korea's Choi Hyun-mi. But when Choi withdrew from negotiations, the title fell vacant. A new challenger stepped forward: Mikaela of France, who had trained for just 2.5 months for the biggest fight of her life. February 4th, 2023, the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden. Same stage that built legends, now ready to crown another. The fight started and the tension snapped. Round 1 opened cautiously.
What's the key in the early?
Alycia tapped the jab, sliding laterally, and in return, Mikaela also threw jabs. By round 2, Alycia began dictating range, landing straight rights through the center. Mikaela tried to rush, but Alicia's timing was sharper.
Oh, big right hand. She slid out well as well. Good body.
Then came round 3, and everything changed. A feint, a right hand, and Mikaela's legs gave out. The crowd gasped.
I need to do the same thing.
Her knee nearly touched, and she's down.
Alycia stepped in, unleashed a flurry, and dropped her again. 2 knockdowns in 1 round. The referee's count echoed under the lights, but the French woman beat it both times.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Staggering back with heart and defiance. From that moment, it became a battle of willpower. Alycia smelled blood but stayed composed. Mikaela, bloodied but unbroken, kept pressing forward, forcing exchanges that turned the middle rounds into controlled chaos. Rounds 4 to 6 were gritty. Mikaela's pressure tested Alicia's endurance, but the champion's accuracy never faded. She found space, planted her feet, and punished every mistake.
I'm a bit surprised. Are you, Chris?
Well, I mean, she looked tired in that last one, so.
By round 7, Baumgardner turned up the pace again. Combinations flew, hooks upstairs, rights to the ribs, step backs followed by counters that echoed through the arena.
Look at the intensity from Baumgardner. She wants to end this right here and right.
Mikaela survived by instinct alone. The crowd roared at her courage, but everyone could see who owned the night. The final rounds turned solemn. Alycia slowed slightly, conserving fuel, while Mikaela fought on pride. The bell rang for the 10th and final time, and the result was already written. Alycia The Bomb Baumgardner undisputed super featherweight champion of the world. Her celebration was quiet, emotional. She lifted the belts, not in arrogance, but gratitude. Behind the flash, there was something deeper. This was the same kid from Fremont who once shadowboxed in empty gyms, now standing at the top of the world. In post-fight interviews, she said it simply, "I worked for this. Every mile, loss, and lesson led here." But one shadow still lingered, the only name that had ever beaten her. And fate, as always, was waiting to bring them face to face again, this time in her own city. 5 years earlier, Christina Linarditu had handed her the only loss of her career. Now the Greek veteran was walking into Alycia's city, Detroit, after giving birth to her first child. Now every ounce of pride and every scar from 2018 sat in that ring. From the opening bell, the difference was obvious. Alycia wasn't chasing emotion, she was dictating order.
In the black and white.
Round one belonged entirely to her. Fast hands, a jab that landed like a statement. Linarditu tried to smile through the shots, but it was the grin of someone already feeling the weight of what was coming.
Body shot. Linarditu smiling, but these shots are being very impactful.
In round two, the challenger surged forward, looking to rough things up. Alycia let her come, rolling with punches, snapping back short counters. By round three, the pace settled into domination. Alicia's uppercuts slid through tight gaps. Hooks to the body slowed Linarditu's legs. Detroit's crowd chanted every time a combination snapped clean. The storm had returned home. Through rounds 4 to 8, Alycia punished every mistake. Her right hand landed on repeat. Linarditu kept coming, proud as ever, but survival was all she had left. By round 9, Alycia pressed her onto the ropes, hammering body head body until the crowd was on its feet. Linarditu threw back, refusing surrender, but it was like shouting into the wind. The final round was a ceremony. Alycia boxed smart, sharp, untouched. The bell rang, and from there the chapter closed, who'd haunted every run, every night of silence. But before the victory glow could settle, new headlines hit. An adverse test, whispers of doping, speculation without evidence. The same fighter who fought her way from obscurity now had to fight for her name. Barely weeks after her redemption in Detroit, everything flipped. Headlines screamed, "Positive test." The internet didn't wait for facts, it wanted fire.
Alycia Baumgardner may have tested positive for a PED.
Alycia stayed silent at first, then stood firm. The test in question came from a single pre-fight sample, taken days before the Linarditu rematch. The two samples around it, one before, one after, were both clean. Still, she was forced to defend not just her belts, but her character. "Two substances I've never heard of or used," she wrote. The words carried frustration, but no fear. Months dragged, investigations followed. The WBC eventually cleared her of intentional use, placing her on probation but confirming what mattered most. No evidence of doping. She'd fought clean and she'd fought fair. Still, the noise hurt. She'd spent her life proving her power was real. Now she had to prove it again. Then came another blow, her father's passing. In her own words, "I had to keep moving because standing still would have broken me." By September 2024, she was back, facing Belgian veteran Delphine Persoon, a relentless volume puncher known for breaking opponents with pressure. The fight opened fast. Alycia scored an early knockdown with a crisp left hook.
That's right. There's a big left hand, gloves touch, and that will be...
Reminding everyone that even after chaos, her timing hadn't slipped. Midway through the fourth, an accidental clash of heads changed everything.
Time! Accidental clash of heads is ruled by long score.
A deep cut over Persoon's right eye forced the doctor's hand. The bout was stopped, ruled no contest. Alycia kept her belts but left the ring unsatisfied. "I was ready to prove something," she said afterwards.
Came out here just to be back in the ring is what's important at this point.
But that's boxing. You adjust, you move on. And when the lights came back on, they were brighter than ever. Madison Square Garden, Netflix cameras, and a new challenger ready to test whether the queen still ruled the storm. 14 months of silence had passed since the Pursoon fight, and everyone wondered the same thing. Had the bomb lost her spark? Then came July 11th, 2025. Her opponent, Jennifer Miranda, the kind of fighter who moves like a puzzle, never in straight lines. The bell rang, and instantly the tempo changed. Rounds 1 and 2 were cautious. Both fighters tested distance. Miranda feinted forward, looking for mistakes, while Alycia studied her rhythm.
See her start to squat down a little bit and start to look. She couldn't.
The champion's timing was half a beat off, a side effect of her long layoff. Still, the jab landed clean, the right hand sharp when it found its mark. By round 4, the fight had settled into a pattern. Miranda moving, Alycia pressing. Every time the challenger stepped in, she met a counter.
James mentioned to her, use that jab to get close, don't just try to...
Alycia began controlling the center, cutting the ring. The crowd started feeling it. The champion was finding her old rhythm. Through rounds 6 to 8, the exchanges grew heavier. Miranda landed a few sneaky left hooks.
She was also changing levels more early in the fight.
But Alycia's accuracy took over. She doubled the jab, ripped the body, and closed with short, punishing combinations. Still, the Spaniard refused to break. Rounds 9 and 10 were all Alycia. Pressure stayed constant, and movement was smooth.
Any kind of chances. That score is probably right. It's probably the...
When the final bell rang, both women raised their gloves, but only one looked certain. It wasn't her flashiest win, but maybe her most important. After the doubts, the loss, and the noise, she'd reminded the world who she was. Still the storm, still the queen. In the post-fight interview, she smiled softly. "This is just the beginning again," she said. And maybe it was. From Fremont to Detroit, from heartbreak to headlines, Alycia the Bomb. Baumgardner proved that beauty can strike and power doesn't fade. The storm always comes back, and hers is far from over. Now with all her fight records, there is just one question. Is there any fighter who can take all belts from her? And how long will she keep the title? If you felt that fire, hit like, drop a comment, and share it with your crew. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next round of greatness.